what's up guys? So in this video I'm just going to go through a quick one on the balance manifesto for the eldritch altars, alright, as well as the FAQ. Okay, I know I'm a little bit late. I am busy quite recently, so I'm just trying to finish up all my stuff before the new league starts. Okay, so don't mind me, there are not a lot of videos being posted. Okay, so let's just get started. Yes, like I said in this video, I will just briefly go through on the changes for the eldritch altars, give you guys my opinion on my take on it, and I will also cover a little bit on my plans for the new league. Okay, so yes, here you see this is the 3.20 balance manifesto, right? In the Forbidden Sanctum Expansion, we are making a number of changes to Eldritch Altar, especially to their rewards, to monster packs in their spawn, blah blah. We are adding chance for Maven Witness map bosses to drop an Awakened Gem. Okay. Overarching aim of this changes is to try to reach the point where the choices between running Maven Witness maps or Eldritch Influence maps is closer in value, while still retaining the gameplay feeling you have come to expect from Eldritch Altars. Alright, so I think this is a good approach, because I think just literally no one does the Maven Witness portion, right? It's so bad and it's so not rewarding that nobody even touches it. Okay, I don't mean nobody touches it, but the number of players that actually go to that section to actually farm it is very little. Okay, so nice, they actually have a TLDR here. I'll just read the TLDR. Altars no longer offer some reward types like gems, influence items, unique items, or maps. Okay, so no gems, no influence items, unique items, influence items. So that means they won't be dropping the Searing Exarch and the Eater World influence items. Okay, I think maybe this is good, because they are really very redundant. Okay, they are extremely redundant. Unique items, this is quite questionable as well. Gems, yes, most of the gems are pretty bad when you drop. Like, you usually just pick up the 20% ones and sell it to your NPC vendors, right, for a gem cutter prism. Maps. Okay, I don't think I really like the changes to maps, because maps has been one of the really good sustainable portion of it. Like when you favorite the maps and you have a high amount instead of quantity, you can sort of like sustain your own maps very infinitely. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is a good thing or not. Okay, next is the basic currency reward has been split up into specific currency rewards. For example, they now have map boss drops 3 Vault Ops instead. Oh, okay. Instead of map boss drops 3 basic currency. So they are splitting it up very specifically. So it's either alterations, chaos orb. Hopefully we have divine orbs. That will be really insane. Alright, I think this is good. Hopefully they don't give us stuff like wisdom scrolls, what is the lowest tier, transmutation, blacksmith. Oh my god, those are even worse. Okay, altars no longer offer basic rewards like, oh, okay, it's here, just as soon as I said it. Okay, augmentation or transmutation, blacksmith stones, and armor scraps. Okay. Currency drop weights are still adhere to for these rewards. So with the removal of basic, didn't highlight, you'll see good currency a lot more often. Okay. Scarabs and divination cards has also been split into specific rewards. For example, rather than simply divination cards, you'll now see things like divination cards which reward unique jewelry. Oh wow. Wait, that means they have to split into many different sections. Okay, I think we'll just wait for the full patch notes. I think this is going to be an interesting session. Okay, this divination class is going to be quite interesting. These specific rewards will be split into, so that they are exclusive to one altar type to allow target farming of these rewards. What? Wait. These specific rewards will be split so that they are exclusive to one altar type to allow target farming of these rewards. There's no target farming here, right? I mean, in the end, you are still going to have RNG on what is going to appear on the altars. Correct? There's no target farming. It's still RNG. Like, I can't target farm Chaos Orb on the altar, right? So what target farming are they talking about? Okay, never mind. Moving along. Scarabs are offered a lot less from altars, but we don't want them to be too scarce as a whole. To help balance this out, we are adding rusted scarabs to the core drop pool. What? Good job. Good job. We do not have to spend so much early currency on rusted scarabs. Like if you want to do a lot of slightly juicy stuffs, now we can just spam them, I guess. Obviously, provided they are not very rare. Right, okay. Next, we are also adding a vendor recipe that can be useful to upgrade scarabs between tiers using the usual 3:1 ratio up to gilded scarabs. We are also adding an upgrade button in the fragment stash. What? So we can get gilded scarabs like very easily now? Yes, of course, again, provided that the rusted scarabs are not very rare. Okay, because if the rusted scarabs is added to the core drop pool and they are rare, like maybe let's just say one tier below divine orbs, then this is horrible. But if they are on the same drop rate of, let's say, what is a good example? Chaos Orb. But Chaos Orb is also not extremely often, right? What else is often? What else is dropping very often? Okay, so somewhere in between there, alright? If we are seeing these scarabs regularly, then I think this is good. But if we are not seeing scarabs very regularly in the new league, then this is very bad. Right? Because wait, are they removing? Oh no, they are not removing scarabs from the altar rewards. Oh, so we have two methods. So one is by core drop pool and one is by altar. Okay, I think this is good. Right, this is really, really good. Towards the end game farming that you want to do, you have easy access to gilded scarabs instead of just trading more and more from TFT and stuff like that. Okay, so I think I can see that they are trying to move things away from using third party or from TFT. Right, they are trying to. Looks like they are trying to. Okay, next, the amount of influence packs spawned by altars has been reduced by 33%, but the chance of influence altars spawning has been increased by 50% to offset this. Wait, my my English is failing me. The amount of influence packs spawned by altar has been reduced by 33%, so less number of monsters now. But the chance of influence altar spawning has been increased by 50% to offset this. This is a buff, isn't it? You're gonna see 1.5 times more altars, but you're gonna get less number of monsters. So which means theoretically you're still gonna get more monsters. Okay, this is actually better than, yeah, this is a buff, I think. I feel like this is a buff because as you move along the map, right, you're gonna get more altars and you're gonna stack more rewards. Right? So each altar that you actually activate is gonna give you more rewards than the number of monsters spawned in each altars. Oh, okay. I like the changes so far. We are making changes so that altar chances that affect boss drops or influence monsters drops are comparably valuable. Thank you. We have redesigned the Wrath of Cosmos keystone. Okay. Wrath of Cosmos is the one that duplicates and guaranteed to drop the grand tier, right? Okay. You change the Wrath of Cosmos and eldritch gaze keystone to only apply in maps affected by our respective influence. Okay, I see. Okay, so not directly related to our task, but related to the choice of what type of influence you run on your map. We are adding a chance for Maven Witness map boss to drop an awakened gem. This is really good. Okay, I really like this. Like, it gives me more variety to gameplays instead of just focusing purely on eldritch altars. Right, like if I get bored of it, I can switch to Maven Witness. Hopefully it is decent. Okay. And hopefully that the Awakened Gem drop rate, right, for the map bosses is not pathetic. And when I say pathetic, I mean like single digit percentage. Okay, if it's single digit percentage, it is really pathetic. Because first of all, your pool of Awakened Gems is so huge that only those substantial few are really worth. Okay, and if you are playing on a SSF content, I think this is bad. Like you are not able to trade, and you need those specific Awakened Gems. How many times are you gonna kill the boss so that you can get the specific Awakened Gems that you want? Okay, this is one. Actually, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I'm really glad they made these changes. Alright, I can finally like shift my farming content to something else instead of every single map I'm just farming eldritch altars. Alright. Okay. And yeah, something that I want to specifically talk about, I missed this out. We've changed the Route of Cosmos and Eldritch Gaze keystone to only apply maps influenced by their respective influence, which means Route of Cosmos will only affect maps that are searing Exarch influence, and Eldritch Gaze keystones will only affect those that is what is that? The Ether World, right? So I think with these changes, right, you're gonna see a lot of people going into Ether World's altar again. It looks that way, alright? Because why would you not want to get more altars? Okay? And Wrath of the Cosmos is just no, actually it might be the other way around. Yeah, now that I think about it, it might be the other way around. Okay, so Wrath of Cosmos basically gives you I think the moment you stack 4 altars, right, you will definitely get grand and duplicate ones, which means you can get a lot of these currencies. And Eldritch Gaze more or less is for those that you want to farm other type of rewards that are not the what is this? The Eldritch currencies. Alright. So one is specifically more for Eldritch currency, one is more for other types of currencies. It feels that way to me, okay? It feels that way. So yeah, I think these are the main changes. They already TLDR for us. I'm not going to read the rest. You can just read it yourself. But I like the changes. I really like the changes so far, okay? Then again, like I say, provided the changes percentage is decent, alright? Like, don't tell me the Scarlet's drop rate has like a drop rate of 0 point something percent. It's gonna be bad. Alright, it's gonna be bad. It's like, might as well you don't do these changes. Okay, let's just go over to the altars fact. Can we get the altars mods on the map mod UI? Yes, we have added this in 3.20. Okay, wait, what? Can we get the altar mobs on the map mod UI? Map mod UI? I'm feeling a bit rusty. What the heck is this? Never mind, I'll check this out again later. Can you make altars more readable in the heat of combat? We've discussed community feedback around this, specifically to consider options around instance pausing, color indicators, and reward symbol. Each of these options has their own drawback, so we won't be making any changes. Oh, okay. So which means when you're fighting halfway and you see these altars, you know you have to walk around or run away just to read whatever that's on the altar and click which one is more viable for you, right? Which is more fulfilling for you, okay? So I think they are not making any changes for this. Like maybe if there is Chaos Orb currency drop, maybe they'll show the Chaos Orb over there. Divination cards, maybe they'll just show a small symbol of the divination cards, like the gray card looking thing, right? Okay, so they won't be making these changes for now, but I think it'll be great if they can do it in the upcoming leaks. I think it's really good, like just a very small symbol to show what is it. So like if I see it's a currency one, I'm just straight gonna click it. If it's for Eldritch minions, I'm just straight gonna click it, right? Something like that. Okay, next, how common are Awakened Gems for Maven? This is the question that everybody wants to know. When you kill the Maven herself, the chance of getting Awakened Gem is quite common. Are you kidding me? Okay, maybe it's just my luck, okay? The drop chance for Maven Witness map boss is a lot lower than this because this fight occur more often. Of course, obviously. The goal is that they are common enough that it feels worthwhile running Maven Witness maps while not having Awakened Gems feel too common and significantly lowering their value. Okay, that said, we shall see how it is. Okay, so I make a point. Alright, the first the first farming method that I'm going to do is to farm Maven Witness herself. Okay, I think I'm just going to go straight to this and show how viable this is. I think this is a good start because not really some spoiler alert, but I'm probably gonna play COC, and when I go COC, I will probably go Ice Spear first because I want to kill the bosses to complete my map progression, and I think this is a really good chance to show how viable this method is, this farming strategy is with COC Ice Spear, since COC Ice Spear is a boss killing build itself. Alright, I'm just going to go with this straight, okay? Okay, next question. How common are Russell's carrots in the core drop pool? Second important question. The exact weighting hasn't been finalized yet. Bro, this is like what? We are already at 26th of November, guys. Are your employees taking leave? Okay, we are looking at them being slightly less common than rook markers. Wait, slightly less common than rook markers? Are rook markers even that common in the first place? Okay, actually they're pretty common. Okay, note that that is on top of other sources of scarabs like Altar's Delirium. Yeah. Okay, I mean, if you have a mass spam of scarabs, then that will not be ideally good, right? So I can understand from their point of view. It's like you are mass producing Apple iPhones, and when the market is flooded, I don't think your Apple iPhone is gonna worth anything. Something along that line, right? Something along that line. So I can understand from their perspective. Okay, why does currency drop in stacks of 1 now? What? This change only applies to rewards from influence monsters. Altar rewards that say things like map boss drops 3, Val orbs will still drop in stacks of 3. Okay. One of the goals of the Altar changes from the outset was to retain the feel of Altar, such as the gameplay feels familiar, as we are generally happy with how that feels to play. Part of retaining this means we want to keep the frequency of encountering eldritch altars relatively common. Okay, we want to give you altars relatively often. It means that we are giving out rewards relatively often, so one of the ways of balancing this is to make stack sizes of those rewards lower. Okay, most currency rewards from influence monsters already drop in stacks of 1. But there were a few outliers, most notably. Oh, are they talking about the eldritch currencies? Because at first I thought this was like it is Chaos Orb and all the other things gonna drop in 1 again. Because that will be really bad. I think it's talking about eldritch currencies, right? I mean, if it's still eldritch currencies, then it's fine, isn't it? Like, the most you guys gonna drop 1/1 instead of X2. Okay. I guess some things to take note. Can't be everything is a buff. Are you nerfing heists and expedition rewards? What? How is this even related to this? Wait, what? What kind of question is this? How many questions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you nerfing heists and expedition rewards? Huh? How is this related? I don't get it. But okay, we have no plans regarding this. Okay, so this is all for Eldritch Altars, alright? So far, all the changes on the balance manifesto is really good. Okay, I can already foresee that the next league is gonna be good. regardless of the mechanic. Like, it's gonna be another fun new league, especially with the Arch Nemesis changes. Alright, that is really, really the key point of change. This is gonna change up a lot of casual players' perspective. So for those of you that have not played PoE for the past few leagues because they are bad, it looks like this is the time. Okay, this is the time for you to come back and have a little bit of fun. Probably it's going to be fun because Arch Nemesis is going to lower its difficulty tier and you're not going to get one shot as often. Alright? Hopefully, if they don't change any other thing else, alright, I can foresee that this is going to be a very comfortable, chilling league. Right. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk a little bit on my plans for the next league. Okay, I'm just going to bring a quick notepad. So plans for 3.20, not sure if it's very small, but okay, first up, I am going to play COC back again. Okay, I still think COC is one of the more busted builds that I have actually played so far. The reason is because COC is so flexible that you can change into a bossing type or a mapping type, right? Everything else is mostly the same, right? Your tree is from low and mid budget, they are the same. The only difference is when you are transiting into the high budget, you got to decide whether you are playing a mapper or a bosser. Alright, because the cluster jewels are going to be different. Okay. And of course your base jewels is going to be different because if you're going to play the bosser, which is the ice spear, your medium cluster jewel is going to have attack speed and you don't need to stack it in your base jewel. But if you're going to play a mapper, which is Ice Nova, you're going to need to find sources of attack speed to reach that 10.07 APS. Right, so this is the difference. But before that, I am pretty sure your medium budget build, if you're going to play Ice Spear, it's more than enough, or it is sufficient enough to cover you to complete your map progression. Alright, I am pretty sure because I've done this before. What I meant by that is the medium budget build is sufficient enough to kill Uber Elder, right? The fear on white is I have done it before. Okay, I have done it before. I have killed it. I've killed the fear on the medium budget COC Ice Spear before, so I can safely say from my own perspective that it is doable. But then when you prolong the fight, right, it starts to show between how much mechanics you know about the bosses, alright? And sometimes there's a little bit of luck because when you go into the fear, right, it really depends on which boss is gonna appear first, okay? So if you're gonna get Elder plus, let's say, who else is that? Chayula, okay? If you don't burst them fast enough, you're gonna get wrecked so badly because when Uber Elder spawns that skills that spreads out, right, and in a big circle, and you have to stand inside, and Chayula starts to cyclone in the circle, you are screwed, man. You are really very screwed because medium budget builds are not meant to one shot so fast, right? So you need time to spin around to damage them bit by bit. There is enough time to actually kill them one by one, okay, before all 4 or all 5 of the bosses spawn at the same time. But like I said, if let's say I give a scenario, let's say if Elder and Chayula came out and they both do that specific skill set of the expanding skill and Chayula spinning, you are more or less screwed. There's no way you can run for that, alright? There is really no way you can run for that, and I have seen that, I have been there, and I have tried ways to dodge it. I can say for medium budget build, it's not possible. Right, it is really not possible. It is almost impossible to dodge that. So yes, I'm gonna play COC. Right, next question. The next thing is what kind of COC? I will say for the low budget build, right, I am going to generalize, is this how I spell? Okay, generalize only one type of COC build. Okay, mainly, can I do this? Yes, I can. Mainly focusing on Ice Spear. Why? Because Ice Spear is the go-to to kill your bosses, for your achievement, for your Maven Witness, for your early mid-tier maps, for your eldritch bosses. Alright, your Searing Exarch, your Eater of Worlds, you need something to kill them. Okay, Ice Nova is not gonna cut it. You're gonna struggle a bit. It is possible, but you're gonna struggle a bit. So I'm gonna focus on Ice Spear. And this is gonna accommodate, okay? This is gonna accommodate with Ice Nova as well. So it will be a 2-in-1 build. But I'm just gonna standardize only one type, which is Ice Spear in your 6-link and Ice Nova in your Cosplay. Okay? I have done this before. I'm gonna make it work again somehow. So only one build. And then this is gonna be your mid-budget build. Okay? Same thing. I'm just gonna put standardized. I don't know why I typed generalized. Okay, this is supposed to be standardized. Okay, standardized. I'm gonna standardize only one type of build. Okay. Only no. Sorry, this is not standardized. There will be two types. Okay, there is two types for this one. Okay, so basically over here, two types of build. Same, we are gonna go low life. Alright, but the two types of build, you are gonna have either Ice Spear or Ice Nova. Okay, and you can switch either one of them at any time. Right, so at this point of time for the mid-budget build, we are still not going to use cluster jewels. Okay, I will try not to, which I think I should not as well. It's going to be difficult. You either switch to one of them, either Ice Spear or Ice Nova, and you can just change in between anytime. Alright, in such a way, probably just Ice Spear and GMP is going to be the go-to, and then Ice Nova and another green jewel probably. I am guessing Hypothermia is probably the better ones. So you're just gonna keep switching whichever you're doing. If you're gonna fight bosses, then use Ice Spear. Alright? And then if you're gonna play Ice Nova, then just no, if you're gonna do mapping, like you're gonna progress with your maps, then just use Ice Nova, alright? For your cosplay, it's gonna be the same, alright? Creeping Frost for Ice Spear with GMP. Alright, and then for Ice Nova, it's gonna be Frostbolt with GMP. So you just need to change 3 jewels. Right. At any point of time, okay, I'm just gonna put here change of 3 skill gems only. Right. Somewhere along that line. Okay, I can't remember exactly, but somewhere along that line. And we are gonna go low life. So still the same tons of aura. Right, and ES build, which is going to make it much easier for you guys to progress. Okay, this is what I see myself in the upcoming league. Alright, so as usual, once I'm done with my COC build, okay, I will do another new build. Alright, somewhere along mid league. Okay, so this league I actually done Karen Golem, back to one of my old favorites. Honestly, I think Karen Golem is not performing as well as it did before, but I can say it is still a very beginner friendly build because it's kind of very autopilot. You don't really have to do a lot of things. You just need to know what you are doing, what you need to pick up, where you need to go, and what you need to focus on killing. Okay, it's not the best, but it's somewhere along the line where beginners can start to focus more on other things instead of focusing on what you need to move and what you need to kill. Alright, because Karen Golem, it just kills everything along the way. Right, even if your Karen Golem die, just respawn. Your zombie die, just respawn. Stuff like that. It's very easy, and it's kind of like a boss killer as well. And in the boss fight, I can say Karen Golem is one of the better builds for beginners to play with, because it's very automatic, alright? In such a way, your carrion golems are going to hit, and all you need to do is to dodge the boss mechanics. And this is where you actually learn the boss mechanics the slightly easier way. So like, let's say example, if I'm going to fight Shaper, okay, Shaper for example, my carrion golems are going to charge at them, and I am going to see what Shaper is going to do next in terms of skills, attacks, and this is where beginners start to learn what are his different skill sets, his different mechanics, and when you play other builds, you start to learn and know what to dodge. Okay, somewhere along that line, and that's why I say Carrion Golem is kind of a very beginner-friendly build. Okay, so yes, that's kind of my plan for the league. What is the new build? Okay, last but not least, what is the new build? The answer is very straightforward. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. There may be a new skill. There may be a new skill very interesting that I might try. Oops. Okay, I really don't know. I might do something else, like maybe Flicker Strike or something like that, but I don't want to overpromise or give false promises, so I'm not going to reveal anything yet. Like lastly, I know I did say I'm going to do a Flicker Strike, but in the end, the league was so bad that I felt that it was really not the correct time to do any kind of new build. Okay, so yeah, here you go. I'm not going to review anything for the new build first. We just play along and see how it goes. Okay, so alright, that's it for this video. The next one is gonna be probably next week when they release more news. I'll see you guys. Bye. Okay, that comes to the end of this video. So if you have any questions, do join the Discord and I will try to answer your questions. And if you like my video, do remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye.